What's going on, everybody? Lee Money here, the host of Money's Crazy Mind and Steel City Renegades. And Redline Radio LLC is proud to partner with What's going on, everybody? Lee Money here from the Steel City Renegades. And if you need auto parts, there's only one place that I know I go, and that's Detroit Auto Parts. Detroit Auto Parts is the official parts store of Redline Radio LLC. They have two convenient locations on the east side. You can call 216-531-7373, or on the west side, call 216-398-7373. Mention Redline Radio and receive 10% off your purchase. So don't forget, if you need any parts for your vehicle today, reach out to Detroit Auto Parts, the official home and auto parts store of Redline Radio LLC.
This is really gross, but dirty trash cans can pose a serious health risk to you and your family. The pungent smell can attract rats and flies, not to mention maggots, both of which can contain dangerous diseases transferable to humans. Your dirty trash can is susceptible to harboring dangerous bacteria. Contact Brandon at Fitz Trash Bin Cleaning today at 440-752-1533 or find them on Facebook. Veteran owned and operated and eco-friendly. Again, call Brandon at 440-752-1533.
Warning. The views and opinions expressed on this podcast are those solely of the creator. They are not the opinions of Redline Radio LLC or its owners. Parental discretion is strongly advised.
MICAH Beats activated.
Welcome to Just Therapy, where we talk about life with a comedy twist. With your hosts, comedian Sean Boyd, Antonio Ferguson, and Miss KT. We talk about a whole bunch of shit from politics to people actually taking shits. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the therapy session. Man, this be dope. Make a motherfucker want to rap. I can't rap, man. Hold on, here we go. I can't rap. I really can't. But come sit down on the couch with us. Man, I can't rap. Come to the couch. Enjoy the show. Let's go. Yeah. Just another day on the couch, talking about all the problems of today. Welcome back to another episode of Just Therapy, another beautiful Monday evening, y'all. Let's go. Yeah. I'm your host, comedian Sean Boyd. As always, my co-host, Miss KT, is under the weather, but she will be chiming in through the chat. So make sure you send out prayers and healing energy to Miss KT that she feels better, but she will be talking shit in the chat as always. You know, she can't go a day without talking shit, you know. I shooting shots already. I got my man Timbuktu on the boards. What's going on to me?
Not much, man. How you feeling, man?
Hey, you know, being blessed, loving life, man. Same old, same old, same old, same old.
Same here.
Yeah, man. We got a guest in the building tonight. Yeah, I'm excited. He is a comedian and the owner of Crackpots Comedy Club in Massillon, Ohio. Make some noise for Chris Kelter.
How's it going out there, guys?
What's going on, Chris?
Just living the dream, man. You know?
I hear you.
Hey.
So it's funny because like a lot of people say living a dream at bullshit jobs. And I always say this is not a fucking dream that I had. It's more like a nightmare. Or they be like, oh, another day in paradise. I've been to a lot of beautiful paradise islands, and this looks nothing like it. But you are actually living the dream.
I think I'm pretty happy. I gotta admit.
That's what's up.
Hard
man.
work paid off, you know?
That's good, man, because a lot of
work
people,
paid off.
a lot of people work hard and then it don't pay off that quick.
Well, I think it's a reflection of the business. You've seen the same thing, like where there's funny people, but they just don't stick with it.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
wow, if that person had stuck with it, they would have rocked.
Yeah.
But you see a lot of people that just don't stay,
That's true.
And
that is true.
So hard work, I think staying with it is a big part of it.
You got to stay with it. Got to stay with
know?
it. All right, we got some couchers on the couch already. I see Ashley T is in the building. Miss KT is in the building on the live stream. I think Tails on the Ground is there. I seen his ass this weekend. We got some other people. I hate when it don't show me everybody that's in here. You know what I'm saying? But it just show how many people in here, and then it'd be other people here and other people over there. So Miss KT was like, ha, you on bullshit already. Yeah, you ain't here, so we shooting shots. She said, hey y'all, I don't have a voice, but my thumb's ready to be on trash as always. Candace Williams in the building. Thank you for checking in. Thank you for checking us out. Appreciate you. Oh man, let's get into the show, man. Chris Kelter, comedian, man. Let's talk about the comedian aspect of you. Because that's how I met you. Being a comedian, being a comic.
Yep, I remember.
Yeah, you used to produce shows, and you were being a funny motherfucker on stage. So usually funny motherfuckers gravitate to each other. So I think that's how it worked. And you asked me to do a couple shows, and it was always a fun time. How long ago did you get into comedy, man?
God, that's a long time ago. It seems like it's got to be good 13 years ago.
Okay.
Out the funny stuff. That's where we first met a time or two.
Yeah.
I remember bumping into you out at Kent.
Yes,
at the old Stone Tavern.
Stone Tavern. Yes.
Is that what it was?
Used to be Professor's Pub. It started
before, yeah.
It started as Professor Pub, and then they changed it to Stone Tavern. But we kept doing comedy there through my brother in comedy, Anthony Savat. And then we used to do the gyro a lot. So yeah,
right.
13 years ago is when I started. 13 years in March, actually, for me. Yeah. So you started comedy 13 years ago. What made you get into it?
That's a question everybody asks. It's like, to be honest, it was a bad decision at a bad time in my life. I'd gone to I was in the process of going through a really bad divorce.
Those are fun.
Yeah, you've been there, done that.
Yeah,
know, brother.
Two of them, 2 times.
So, yeah, I learned after one. Okay, man. I got rules now. You can stay as long as you like. When you're done, you just get your shit and go.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
pretty much.
Yeah. But so I was going through the divorce, and I still had no thought of doing comedy. I enjoyed comedy. I'd been to the clubs in Akron and Cleveland many times. But I was doing the therapy and the counseling and all that because it really devastated me, man. I would have killed myself if I had balls.
Okay.
I honestly would. It was that devastating to me. And I was doing all the happy, healthy stuff they say to do. And it just came a point where it's like, you know what? I just want to do the nasty stuff, say the stuff that, is real.
Right.
But I'm not supposed to say it.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Supposed to be the bigger man, set the example and all that.
Yeah. Right.
I decided I was going to do stand-up comedy.
Okay.
And that's what I did. I went out to the open mic thing there, and I still one of my first pieces is, it's worked over the years and developed and grown, but that really I sucked like most people. Yeah, had some good laughs and stuff, but it was, you're not the person you think you're going to be when you go up there.
No, not when you first start. No.
But
if you have a good show, it's rare, So, but yeah, it happens. It does. It definitely does happen. Yes,
yeah, of course it does. We've seen it.
Yeah,
but that's you either stick with it or you don't. Again, I got to a point where it's like, why turn back now?
Right. Okay.
And I did need a retirement plan because my life was kind of all messed up. I went from being a corporate American guy working for corporate restaurant chains, to being self-employed. Started working for myself, doing home carpentry and repairs and stuff like that. Okay, and that's how I paid my bills. I got out of the food service business, swore never to go back to it. What do I own now? I basically own a restaurant and a bar where you tell jokes.
That's funny.
I swore I got out of it, got self-employed, did very well, did very, very well being self-employed. doing the carpentry and renovation and repairs and remodels. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, it enabled me to, continue to raise my kids as I had to in the situation I had, and be able to do comedy.
There you go.
Being self-employed.
Yeah, nice. That's what's up. Because everybody want to work for themselves. They don't want to answer to no fucking body. I mean, that's just the way of life, man. And no one wants to answer to anybody, but sometimes you do. So,
well, it's funny you say that, because actually that's the happiness. That's the dream, and that is living the dream. But the weird thing is, like, every time I take on a new thing, I've learned now, you know what? I'm more accountable to more people,
now,
and more responsibilities to more people.
Yeah.
And it's like, I thought I was going the other way, and then I realized, no, it's not that way at all. So I have many people I'm accountable to. They count on me to make sure a check's there for them. That there's liquor on the shelves. That there's somebody scheduled to be on stage. Because when you get into this, when I got into the production end of it,
pretty early.
Yeah, pretty early on, I had to. But you go into it for self-centered reasons, honestly. It's selfish. You want to be able to get on stage more and more and more. And again, the bigger it gets, the more responsibility. You have to less and less and less.
More responsibility. I always tell people about when I used to run my own show, and then it was like a fucking headache. I was like, oh shit, this is being more of a headache than it is fun. And then that's why I was like, no, I'm just gonna do once a month. And then it worked until the owner passed away. So then I lost that venue. But it was fun, getting the comics and getting people stage time and giving them their first comedy dollar. Because just some great comics, I was able to give them their first comedy dollar, and they remind me of that. And I'm like, damn, I ain't even realize I gave you your first comedy dollar. So, but it's fun to help people and see people grow, especially comics that I think funny, that I think are funny.
I agree.
So, my first divorce was fucked up, and definitely depression set on. And if it wasn't for my faith and my friends, I was in a deep, dark place. So if it wasn't for like my faith and my friends, I definitely probably wouldn't be here. So
I can hear you there.
I definitely understand what you was talking about with your divorce, but now it's bigger, better things, man. So when did you start producing your own comedy shows?
Well, that happened about 7 years ago, I guess we started doing that.
Okay.
And I had some friends that I had met from New York City that were comedians, and they were coming back to the area, and they hit me up and said, hey, can you get us some stage time at the local club up there, Funny Stomp.
Mm-hmm.
And
a lot of people, not to cut you off, but a lot of people always ask that. They'd be like, and I still get
that's
people,
a routine thing. You have friends out of state come that's very regular.
I still get, like, matter of fact, this past weekend, somebody hit me up and was like, hey, my friend does a comedy show. Do you think you can get them to do their own comedy show? And I was like, wait, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, are they a comedian? And they sent me videos, and I'm like, but this is not even stand-up. This is literally just, the random I want to be famous videos. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? So I'm like, ask them, do they feature or headline? And then they say headline. I was like, tell them to call the club. Don't mention my name because I haven't seen they stand-up. Because it's like, I'm not going to vouch for you if I haven't seen you.
Exactly.
But a lot of people would be like, hey, can you give me, some stage time? I mean, I can, since I know you, I'll tell you what day you maybe be able to go down, but you still got to call and talk to them.
Chances are you're going to end up getting a guest spot.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying? It is. You're going to get a guest spot. You're going to get 5-7 minutes, kind of thing.
Right.
And stuff. So there you go. That's the reality of it.
It is. Yeah.
And stuff. So because of that, I stopped and thought for a minute. I'm like, hey, you know what? I just happen to know this really great micro theater. Sat about 115 people. I think
that's nice. That's a good crowd right there.
It was a nice room, man. Had the seating, that was tiered and everything. With a flat area and a stage. It was super great.
Nice.
And I knew a guy who had light and sound because I didn't have any light and sound. Why would I need that stuff?
No.
And then I knew an MC from the radio station.
Oh, there you go.
Tom Collison.
Oh shit. Okay.
Because at that time, Tom was no longer doing the amateur nights.
Right.
He was he was just rotating through as he is now with the local talent,
Right.
and stuff. So I kind of just really connected the dots, and I told the guys, why don't we do our own show? And this is what we'll do.
Yeah.
And we did it, and it sold out.
Nice.
We sold every seat, I think,
Nice.
like 2 or 3 seats. You know, kind of
Nice.
thing.
That's good shit.
It was incredible, and I got bit by the bug.
Yeah, that
And
bug
we
will
had a
bite
good
you
time.
quick.
Yeah. I'm like, wow, this is another new thing. You know, I can do this, and I can perform.
Yeah.
And now I'm thinking, you know what? I can bring friends to the area, people I want to work with to the area, and I can perform. And that's how it started, honestly. I'm not going to lie. It's very self-centered, very greedy. It was,
because you just want more stage time.
yeah,
That's why I used to.
bam.
When I would put on my Be Blessed show, I would host all the time. And then when I wanted to actually close the show and do more time, I would be like, hey, I'm going to have you host and I'm going to close out the show. But I will always have somebody else close out. But hosting, you get that 10, 15 minutes because you're hosting. It's your show. So it's like, I'm going to do 20 minutes and then everybody else get 10, But it's like you making sure everybody is having fun and you do maybe a minute or two in between, especially starting out, just to fuck with people and, make sure the crowd's into it. But
keep that energy.
Definitely keep that energy.
Keep the laughs rolling.
Yep. But you got so much new material just from hosting your own show, once a month or once a week or once every other week. A lot of people don't want to take hosting jobs. You know what I'm saying? Because
I agree with you 100%.
I headline, as you know, and I feature, as you know, and I'm still not above hosting a show at all. Still not above hosting a show.
If you want somebody to host SB, I'm with it.
Oh, I mean, I know, but like, I'm just saying, I'm never, because like some people get to that certain stage and be like, oh, I'm not fucking hosting. That's beneath me. Shit. I do not mind hosting. I love hosting because I know I'm so, the host is such an integral part of the show.
Right. I agree.
It's crazy that people don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Because a host can, it can set the mood, it can set the tone on high, and if the host is like on low, the feature has to bring that energy, and if the feature don't bring that energy, the headliner got to bring that energy. So
right,
but if you as a
you
host
work it up,
but as a host, you bring that energy. Everybody just riding that highest wave. They just got to ride the wave and have fun. So
there's not enough hosts in the area, people who can MC and host that I think they have a good skill set. I don't mean that to be derogatory.
No. I know exactly what you mean.
I'm not saying they're good.
Yeah,
they're good, but there's a lot of things that are missed. I think that are important. It's because it's a non-self-serving. You're sacrificing a lot of times when you're working for somebody as an MC and host. If it's your own thing, it's a different thing.
Right.
But if you're working for somebody as an MC or host, you're sacrificing your minutes and time sometimes, for the show.
Oh yeah.
And that's tough for some people to do. Yeah,
that shit don't bother me at all, man. I love hosting, man. It's so much fun hosting and bringing the people up, and because you learn so much, hosting and just having fun with it. And I like hosting. So
I think that's the thing. If you have fun with it, you gotta have fun. You have to have those little tags in between. You gotta listen to what the set is and come back with a little tag with it in between. You gotta know the person's, and so that you can bring them up. And stuff.
You got to.
There's an art to it.
It's definitely art to it. Miss KT was like, I prefer hosting, but I'm still new and need some advice on how best to get started. Chris. Oh.
You know what? If you shoot me, if somehow we can swap emails, which they can post maybe with the email. You send me a message and we have a little like 1-page printout that kind of just briefly goes over some bullet points and summarizes some things. I'd be happy to share it with you.
Yeah, I'll make sure she gets connected with you on Facebook and shoot you that message. Yeah, me and her story is funny because like I took her to a show. I was doing a show in Indiana, a private gig at a house. And I knew it was in a basement and I knew it was gonna be kind of hood. So I was like, who can I, and this was right after my knee surgery too. I was like, who can I take with me that if I get into some shit, they definitely got my back. And we go fight our way up out that bitch. So I brought Miss KT with me.
So she's got some stories from the road now.
And on our way there, that 5-hour ride there to Indiana and that 5-hour back, we were just talking and laughing. And I'm like, you need to get your ass on stage. Well, I don't know the first. I'll help you, motherfuckers.
There you go.
So she started doing comedy. She just celebrated her 1-year anniversary in March as well.
Good job. Good job.
But yeah, so getting into owning a club, let's go full circle. So you started producing shows 7 years ago, and producing gigs because you were doing, I remember the brunch show that we did.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was so much fun. Like I did a show that Friday night and got up the next morning to do that brunch show, and it was like so much fun. And you were like, "Hey, SB."
I remember this conversation.
He was like, I need you to headline, but it's a brunch show, so there might be kids there. So keep it clean. I'm like, I got you. Don't worry about it. I got you.
I said there was going to be grandmothers and nieces.
Grandmothers and nieces. That's what I said.
And what did you say about that?
I forgot.
How the hell? What kind of combination is grandmas
and nieces? Yeah.
Or there's some pieces missing in between here.
I was like, no mom, no dad, just grandmas and nieces. But that was definitely a fun show. And the crowd was so into it. Like I did the whole set clean, and then the crowd by the end, they wanted more. And I'm like, all right, I give y'all 2 more jokes, but y'all want me to keep it the way it is or dirty? Everybody dirty. And I'm like, so, but that was a fun show. So you went from producing shows at different venues on a consistent basis to actually opening up your own comedy club, man.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
So how did that transition go for you?
It really just became a natural part of the whole thing that developed because, when I was independently producing at this place or that place, I was always on the lookout. I was always on the prowl. I'm always watching for where's the next place to go talk to about getting the next spot and gig. And I was in Maslin and I drove by the building and there was a for lease sign on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the weird thing is before COVID and everything, I had done, I think, 3 shows there.
At that same
same place in the same building. It was a barbecue joint.
The same location.
The same exact location. I kid you not,
sir. I kid you not. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on the FMP page. They're all on there. The Angry Barbecue shows.
Okay.
Yeah. And so we did 3 shows there over a course of 3 months, I think it was. And I'm like, man, this place would be so great, but it's laid out all wrong. You had the stage that goes short, so it's like a long hall.
Okay.
And I'm like, boy, if there's any way I could ever have done this differently, it would be great in here. And so that thought came much, they all came together like later. But I did have that thought the night of those shows like that. This would be much better on that wall.
Right.
So I drive by and it's for lease, and I call the guy and I talk to him, and we managed to work out a deal pretty quickly.
Oh, nice.
But then, right as I'm going to sign the papers, comes the COVID. March 14th, March 15th, things start shutting down, and they're saying you got a 2 weeks quarantine to flatten the curve.
Right.
And so I'm talking to this guy, and I'm like, look, man, I think we should just hold off. Why don't give me 2 weeks? Let's see what happens. And
because no one really knew what the fuck COVID was going to do.
And I'm about to sign, a multi-year lease.
Yeah.
For thousands and thousands of dollars.
Right.
And, invest my life savings into food permits, liquor permits, 4 different types of insurance. We could go on and on and on about the expenses of owning and whatever.
You said 4.
I have to carry 4 different types of insurance.
4 different types?
4 types of insurance.
Name them off, man. I got to know this shit.
So you have to have a liquor, beer, and wine insurance. You have
beer, and wine insurance.
You have to have insurance for your alcohol. You have to have unemployment insurance.
Okay.
I have to have general liability, and then there's another form of it underneath that insurance as well. But I have 4 policies for insurance.
That's crazy.
Sheesh.
Taxes is the same thing too, man. Everything is a tax.
Yeah, I don't even want to know about taxes.
Fire extinguishers have to be updated every 6 months.
Yeah.
It costs money to have them come in and do that.
Yeah, of course.
Clean the windows.
Gotta have the windows clean.
It's crazy. But so yeah, we locked into this contract, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna wait. I don't want to do this. I want to rescind. And he says, we'll just work through it. And he was really good and nice to me. So we kept in contact because all of a sudden the bottom fell out of the world. Everybody, right?
They closed everything down. Closing the city, closing everything down. Not even the city, the whole fucking state, the United States closed the fuck down. Yeah, I was still working, by the way. So
I was too. I was actually doing carpentry work still.
Okay,
and booming because they were giving money away.
Yeah,
these investors, because everybody got money, rich or poor, it didn't matter. Everybody got checks, or deposits. So these investors got free money. They went out and bought more houses or spent it on updates, and I was working my butt off for that time. That 90 days that we had with the first was like incredible.
Okay,
but so, now they got the restrictions on capacity. I'm like, look, there's nothing until they lift the restrictions. Well, we get to 2 years later, they lift the restrictions. The son of a gun picks the phone up. It's not even 24 hours.
Wow.
It says, hey, are you doing this? And I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
Nice.
So what was it? 8 weeks later, I was open and
ready to go.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah.
Now we're working on 9 months, so rolling on number 10.
Nice. And that's Crackpots. Put up the picture real quick. Crackpots Comedy Club in Maslin. What's the address?
14 Lincoln Way,
14
Maslin, Ohio.
Yep. Yeah.
You can't miss it. It's on the square.
Yeah. We got the picture up.
Literally, yeah.
So you literally put your face on there.
Well,
that's you. No, man, we know it's you, fucker. You can take it down. I like the logo though, man.
It's not bad. It works. You know what I mean? So there's a whole story behind the logo too, man.
I was gonna ask. Listen.
People ask that.
We not done. I was gonna ask about the logo, the name, all that. Let's talk about the logo since you brought it up. Go ahead.
So the name and the logo. Well, the logo not so much, but the name is the story.
Yeah. How did you come up with the name?
So I live in a nice little rural community, but I got really shitty neighbors that moved in about 5 years ago. It used to be a little old lady who was the cutest thing in the world. She really was.
You got a thing for grandmas and little old ladies, don't you?
She was so cute. She was a widow lady. Had the beautiful lawn with all the flowers. Yeah. And she'd come out in like Cuban heels. You know what Cuban heels are? Like they're like the thick, short heels.
Oh, the real thick, short ones? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Poodle skirt, white gloves, and she'd work out her yard that way.
Yeah. Drive
around on a little lawnmower and stuff. Great yard. She passed away. I got these crackheads that live next door to me. So I remodel homes. We've already talked about it. Yeah, I know. It's great. Oh, yeah. I can show you videos. You should see. No, they get.
Send me the video.
They get all tweaked out, and they climbed up on the roof of the house, and they're hitting the branch with a bat. And I'm like, what is this about?
Shit.
This is just like crazy.
That's fucking hilarious.
I got videos I can share. You can do segments on
them. So is that how you came up with the name?
No. So I'm remodeling homes.
Okay.
And where I live, you can literally put anything on the curb for the trash to take, and they will take it. I mean, literally anything.
Yeah.
We've wrapped small children in bubble wrap before, and they were gone the next day. But on this occasion, I actually had remodeled a bathroom, and there was a toilet sitting on the edge of the yard. And I come home, and I'm pulling down the driveway. Now, put a pin in it right there, because I'm opening the club at this point, and I have no idea what this club's going to be called.
Right.
Because I have another club that I'm working on that was put on hold because this is a quick one. But I have no name for this club yet, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I've got some things I'm kicking around, but no name. Pull the pin out. So I'm coming home. The toilet's on the side of the road.
Yeah.
I come in. I turn up my street, and there I see the toilet has been turned, and they've taken a green magic marker and wrote the word crackpot and pointed an arrow at my house.
Oh shit, that is fucking hilarious.
And instantly, I had like
That's the
fireworks
name.
go off.
That is the
and
name.
I'm like, damn, that's it.
So if it weren't for the crackheads, there would be no crackpots.
Yeah, and I took a picture to keep it forever. You know, I got out of the van,
shit.
stopped, jumped down, got down on the ground, took the picture next to the toilet.
That is funny.
Toilet. Yeah, so
That is funny.
Did you think about putting that as the logo?
The toilet.
No,
The toilet.
No, somebody says I should have it blown up to like a big picture and
Yeah.
framed and hung in the building, though. So we'll probably sometime
Do something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I've
That's
always tried
funny.
to keep my name and stuff out of everything I've done. Like the production company was not Chris Kettler's; it was Funny Noises.
Yep, Funny Noises.
And da-da-da-da-da. And although people have told me you should put your name, but I didn't. But the likeness thing was a little bit of the give on that. So
Yeah, definitely.
that's what it was.
That's what's up. I see Honey Bad been tuned in. And what's going on, Honey Bad? You can check out her show on Red Line Radio every Tuesday at 11 a.m.
Yep, 11 to 12.
11 to 12. See, I remember. Thanks for tuning in. Miss KT was like, "Go Tigers!" LOL.
There you go. There you go.
Oh shit, that's hilarious. So that's cool, man. How you came up with the name of the club, man? Because I wanted to know, and I didn't get a chance to ask you when I was down there headlining. But that's hilarious. Because like when you was telling this story, I just imagined that it was a crackhead sitting on that toilet taking a shit. So that's what I imagined. And it was like, oh, a toilet. Let's use it. It ain't got no plumbing, but fuck it, I got to take a shit. So. I know Smokey and Friday wish it was a toilet sitting on the corner.
They had to take something, and they was taking the shit.
Then it would be crap pot.
Oh man. Oh,
it's kind of fitting name though, I think, for Maslin, because you know they got both kinds there. They got crack and pot. So
okay, there you go.
It works.
There you go. That's what's up. So what was one of the biggest hurdles to opening the comedy club? I wanted to know that. Because there had to be some hurdles, right?
There was hurdles, but there was never anything that wasn't able to be worked through. So
okay,
I think the big blessing was the COVID time. That gave me the time to just really be ready to go when I hit the ground running. You know what I mean? That was great. I really used that time to my advantage.
That's good.
And then once I got into the building, you know, and signed the papers and everything before we had opened, there was hurdles, there was obstacles, but the community was really behind me, and I could go to the community, like the city council and the mayor, and talk to them, and they helped me out. So
nice. That's good.
It was very good,
especially when you got a city that supports the hell out of a new adventure coming to their city. So they basically seen the foresight, like, yes, we need comedy. Yeah. Let's back him and make sure it runs smoothly and get this open.
And they were very helpful that way. And I think it goes back again, even before COVID, I had gone to the city council and had talked to them about what my intentions were, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
And I had met many of the officials, you know, and we'd gone through the stuff. And again, having my ducks in a row, because everything was on the line.
I know that helps. Yeah.
Right. But then once we got going, like the liquor permit I have a damn nice liquor permit. I can do just about anything with it.
That's always good.
Yeah, D5. I can do carry out, off-premise catering. I can do just about anything. Only thing I can't do is sell liquor on Sundays. I can sell beer, but no liquor. But part of the stipulation of having this license is I have to produce and sell food. Okay?
Oh, so you have to sell
and produce. Okay. So this was probably the biggest hurdle, but again, time kind of on my side. The original business plan for this was to have a kitchen that was not run by me.
Oh.
I had interviewed and met a young lady who was going to receive a salary to run the kitchen and do it her way. And she had put together a menu, and we had talked about it.
Right.
And it tied into the theme of a comedy club, et cetera, you know? And that's what we had presented for our food permit,
Right.
and everything like that.
Yeah.
All right.
So
the time comes when we sign the papers again. I pull the trigger, and she got cold feet and says, "I don't want to do it."
oh, she backed out.
Yeah. Okay.
That is the perfect.
That's exactly, man. Now it's a crap pot. Yeah. No. So
Oh shit.
there's no way I can do this menu. And there's no way
Right.
I want to do this menu.
Right.
Okay, this was her thing.
Yeah.
So now I have to create a new menu.
Yeah.
And that was probably the time crunch, one of the biggest hurdles there. And not only did I have to do that, but now I had to reapply for my food permit with my updated menu.
Mm-hmm.
Which means a lot of things you have to do,
Mhm.
not just create a menu. You have to tell them how your cooler layout is, your floor plans, and
Right.
all this kind. You have to resubmit a lot of stuff and everything. Well, I did that, and the problem was that I had submitted it too late, and they weren't going to approve my food permit
Ooh.
in time for my grand opening, where I have to have food that I sell and produce
Yeah.
in order to sell alcohol.
Wow.
So it's just not going to happen. I'm going to end
Yeah.
up waiting 4 to 6 weeks. They're saying. I'm like, wow. The grand opening invitations are out. The list's already full, et
Yeah.
cetera. et
I got one of
cetera.
those invites. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
yeah.
I appreciate it.
And I'm like, holy shit, what am I going to do? So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go to the city council. And I went in and I said, hey guys, I waited my turn to talk. I'm like, it's me, I'm back. Said, I got a problem. I need somebody to help me. I told him the situation. I said, I'll be waiting at the end of the night.
Right.
And 2 ward reps and the mayor came up and talked to me.
Mm-hmm.
24 hours later, I had a food permit.
Nice. That's what's up. That's good shit.
No lie, man.
That is good shit.
Yeah.
That's good. That's what's up. So it was definitely meant to be.
They were good
Definitely meant to
people.
be.
They're
Yeah.
good people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you get a nice crowd there, man. Cause like I didn't know what to expect because we had talked and you had asked me for avails a while ago. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I got some avails. Let me go and send them avails. And then next, you was like, boom, this date, boom. All right. You know me. All right, I'm there, And so I didn't see the club, because Massillon is not extra close, or too far. But when I came and you finally found a spot and walked up and you walk in and you're like, damn, this is nice. This is real nice. It is definitely a beautiful club. It is real nice. The crowd was great. And it was a fun time, man. So definitely kudos to you for opening that club, man. Definitely applaud you for that, man.
I think the hardest obstacle is people thinking that it's not a real club.
Oh, it's a real club.
Because there's so many people that have a room or a restaurant.
No, it's a fucking comedy club, full fledged. This is not a room.
And it's not that, And even in the city of Massillon, when we came out, we were opening up and people were talking and we were being interviewed and all that. They're like, oh, you're a restaurant. And I'm like, no, we're not a restaurant.
Nope, because we ain't serving dinner, motherfucker. You can eat while we're doing the show,
right.
But we just not open for dinner.
We don't even have to-go boxes. Why? Because
Right.
we're not a restaurant. You came to see a show. Eat your food and go home.
I was mad you didn't have a fucking to-go box, though.
I don't.
Because I was like, I want my food, but I don't want to eat yet. I just want to take it home with me. Well, I don't have to-go boxes. I was like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
I'm not a restaurant. Is that what I said to you?
Yep, you did. You did.
Bring glad bags.
Bring your own Tupperware.
I probably won't have a problem cleaning my plate though.
Well, they are hearty portions, though. We load them up. So
That's funny. Ashley T said, Chris, you had me as soon as I seen the Smarties.
Oh, okay. Ashley's been there. So that's our little kiss there. At the end of the night when we present you the check in the glass, the check's in there, we put Smarties in there.
Yeah. She was loving that. She was like, Smarties. I haven't seen. Oh, I love Smarties.
Yeah, buy them by the 50-pound case, man.
50-pound case of Smarties.
50 pounds in a month. Yeah.
Wow. That's a lot of fucking smarties.
It's a lot of smarties. It tells you the kind of business, though. Again, we're going through and stuff.
That's good. That's good.
It's just, we call it the kiss. It's just a little way of saying thanks.
Yeah, that's always a good thing.
Stuff,
so let me get
your money.
There you go. So let me get before we put you in the gauntlet, let me get a funny story regarding a crowd member or a patron member.
A funny one.
Yeah, because like we've had people that own a pizza shop on here. We have different comics on here where we have a crazy fan interaction or a crazy customer interaction. I know you had to have at least some crazy customers at your location. I mean, it happens.
We had some serious Karens a couple weeks ago, man.
Oh shit!
Terrible, but I don't want to talk about that. We'll talk. We had the stripper that was there. What was it? Saturday night.
Wait, you had a stripper there?
And she was very vocal about it, and she wanted to. She wanted to be a part of the show.
Did she strip?
Not during the show, but I think there was a private show afterwards.
Oh, okay. Damn it, I missed that show.
So, the people that drop in sometimes, we had a guy stop in who I'd never met. We had talked over social media, but he's the survivor from a plane crash from the band Leonard Skinner. Do you remember the band Leonard Skinner?
I remember the band Leonard Skinner. Yeah.
And he was on the plane with them. He was their roadie. This is real deal. He lives in Akron and stuff. And he comes in, and once people learn about that, a bunch of old white people learn about
They're
that.
like, oh my God.
It's like they're Jesus almost.
Yeah.
So a lot of people started leaving. It kind of happened that people heard him. Oh, guess who's here? This story, and people started coming and gathering, and it was a disruption to a point.
Oh, that's funny. That is hilarious.
But, he was just a stoned guy, really, is all it was.
Right.
He was their messenger.
That's his moniker is the stoned roadie. So
that is hilarious.
That's what he was, the stoned
Wow.
roadie.
Ashley T just chimed in. She was like, Sean, isn't that where you picked up the Facebook's messenger stalker? Yeah, it is. After I did the show, it was people, sending me friend requests. But then it was somebody that jumped in my DMs, and I'm like, "What do you want? Like, the fuck?" yeah. And I would keep it cordial. It's it's somebody that oh, I like your show. Okay, thank you. And then just start asking random questions like, "Did you ever think you were going to be a comedian?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" And so I will politely not respond. And then maybe 2 days later, I would get a message, hello, not respond. 3 days, a week. Hey, how you doing? Not respond. Oh, 2 weeks later. And then I thought they were gone. 2 weeks later, they pop up again, like asking crazy ass questions. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm just trying to be nice. Like, leave me alone. Oh, shit.
I don't know if those are real or catfishing or what. You know what I mean? They come in all shapes and sizes.
I don't think they were catfishing. I think it was a real picture. And I'm like, no. I mean, even if I, wasn't dating anybody, I'm just wasn't interested. Shit. Like, I mean, I came to have some fun and do the show. That's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. But I had two drunk people at both shows. First show, they were like to my right of the stage, and they were so fucking loud. And I'm one of those people that, I would sit there and drink my beer for a second and watch them. And so everybody else was watching them, and they were like, "Oh, we wasn't talking." I'm like, "No, we were talking to the waitress." I'm like, "No, the waitress been gone. We've been watching you the whole fucking time. I don't think you know that, but." And I was like, it's okay. Just relax. Everybody paid to see the show. They paid to see me, and it's okay. Like, well, no, it's okay. Don't worry about it. And then they shut up. I try to be nice as much as I can because I can get real mean.
Everybody knows how you roll, man.
I told my mama, the person that birthed me, to shut the fuck up at a show before. So just imagine what I'm gonna tell somebody that don't have any ties to me whatsoever. Right. So, and then the drunk lady that was at the second show, that shit was too fucking funny.
What was it?
I forgot who it was. It was somebody that knew you though, but it was so fucking funny. It's like she had her dad, her mom there, and her boyfriend. They wasn't married, but she was wasted. I was like, "You're drunk." Oh yes, I am. I was like,
Were they sitting right up front?
right up front.
It was my niece and my grandma.
Yeah. That's what it was.
No, it was.
It is gonna be grandmas and nieces.
It was my niece. It was my niece and my aunt and uncle. Yeah, now I remember exactly who it is. Yes.
Oh shit! That shit was so funny. She had me laughing. I was like, "Look, I didn't say anything." Then I got her started. I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. That's my fault. I got her started." Then I left her alone, and she started again. I was like, "Oh, you did it this time," but it was fun. We had a great time. That shit was hilarious. That shit was so funny.
Good time,
man. Yeah. So what are your future goals with the club? Are you trying to open up another club? Or are you just focusing on crackpots, or what's going on?
All of the above, yeah.
Okay. That's a good thing.
So right now with crackpots, we're doing some renovations. We've expanded the showroom. So now we seat up to 200 people.
So did you get rid of that little waiting area where the open mic was that you told me about?
No. There was a curtain to the left we opened up. If you're on stage, it would be to the right. We took the curtain down.
Yep. Towards the bathrooms?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
And so we've opened that all up, and then that second room in the back is all completely up and running.
Shit's nice.
So we have 2 rooms.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Yeah.
Did you put like any like walls up or door
I recently
or anything?
Put a wall up at the back of the main showroom between the bar.
Yeah,
that back, which was really needed.
Yeah,
because the second show comes in like that.
And they're sitting back there. Yeah. Yep.
And now it
happens.
Great.
Yeah.
So So we're still working on that. I still have to do. I got it built. Now I just have to do the finish, which is putting paneling on it and hanging the curtains and things like that. We're going to do. So, but the thing is, I'll always be working on something. I'm just that kind of guy with it.
There you go.
So, and then we just closed a deal. We're going to move up to the next floor above us, and we're opening our own studio. We'll be three studios. We're going to
upstairs from
directly above. Yeah, so you'll just walk out through where the bathrooms are, and there's a door, and then it goes to a hallway, and there's an elevator, and it goes right up to the studio. It's couldn't be.
So what are you doing with the studios?
Well, the idea is to make it kind of like a community lab. This is the reason we're doing the studio is. We believe that what's going to happen next is kind of with what happened with the internet. Mm-hmm. There was a day and a time, and we all remember it, when people said you're going to have to have an internet, or you're going to have a website in the future to be relevant, or you're not going to make it. And some people said yeah, and some people said no.
Yeah.
We all remember it.
Yeah.
Right? Got to have a website.
Yeah.
And we know that now. You got to have a website.
Yeah.
Well, I think in the near future, what you're going to see is not every business, but there are businesses that are going to have a need for podcasts. Okay. Those need to be done in a professional studio.
Yeah.
So, we're going to work on having that availability to come in and do podcasts at an incredibly affordable rate.
Okay.
That'll blow people's minds. So we're going to have 3 different studios. There'll be green screen and 2 of them because there'll be audio video.
Right.
One will be just an audio podcast room.
Okay.
But these are real studios from what was previously was WTIG radios in Maslin, Tiger Radio. So beautiful acoustics and stuff like that,
nice.
But in real rough form right now. So I'm spending the next 5 months laboring over that.
Okay.
And then second club is still progressing.
Okay.
But the biggest problem I have with this, and I'll be candid, is I have people that want to back me on it, but I don't want to give up a portion of what I own. Yeah. I own everything I have right now. I own 100%.
Right.
I don't know the bank.
Right.
I empty my bank account. I don't have any money. I'm broke.
Right.
I'm getting a new car anytime soon.
Oh shit.
But I don't know anybody for any of it, and nobody has any part of it and can tell me what to do with what's mine.
That's good.
And I like that. You know what I mean? That's the dream part.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You can do what you want, bring in who you want.
Right. I don't have to I don't have to have that person to be accountable to. So.
That's cool.
But so that's the problem, because the next venture is very large. Right now, I'm on the table looking at $1.5 million.
Oh shit!
Yeah, but it would change
the game.
The game.
There you go. That's what's up. All right.
You said you're not getting a new car?
I'm not getting a new car. I don't have that kind of money yet. No.
Oh,
I got resources to it, but
right.
Again, I don't want to give up my ownership, man. You know what I mean? I've got people that have backed me and everything, but we'll just see what happens. That's a big number, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that is a big number.
I looked at borrowing that kind of money. The monthly payment is pretty steep.
You think?
So yeah. But we've got a spot, and I'm pretty confident that it's not going to go anywhere. And I've got the people who own the building, are behind it again. The city of Akron's behind it.
Okay.
So, that's another good thing. As a matter of fact, they called and congratulated me because we were talking originally about what is now number 2.
Okay. And
when I pulled the trigger and opened the crackpots first, the person I was working with in the city of Akron actually called and said, "Hey, Chris, congratulations."
Nice.
She's like, "What's your plans?" I'm like, "I'm going to come. We'll still be there. This is going to take a little longer."
Okay. There you go. That's good. That's good.
But it will be there.
All right.
Yeah.
2023? All right. Be on the lookout, y'all. I see Tails on the Ground finally chimed in. What's going on, fam? Appreciate you joining. So make sure you check out Crackpots Comedy Club in Massillon, Ohio, 14 Leakin Way. Yeah, make sure you check it out. It's a great club, great atmosphere, great staff, man. The staff is very cool. Always got funny comics. They have me, so it's always funny comics there. So let's keep this show moving. I gotta put you in the gauntlet before I in the interview. I do a thing called Rapid Fiver.
Go.
Basically, what it is 5 rapid questions. You can't think, you just have to answer.
I know what you do. Yep.
Oh, you paid attention. All right. There you go. Let's do your research, motherfucker. Here we go. You ready?
Bada bing, bada boom.
Comedian or club owner?
Club owner.
Greatest accomplishment?
Comedian.
Vaginal, anal, or both?
Both.
Comedies, action, or romance movies?
Comedy, action, or romance? None of the above.
Okay. Favorite hobby?
Favorite hobby? Collecting old shit.
Okay. Chris, you made it out of Rapid Fiver. Oh shit, that's hilarious.
Good stuff.
Yeah, man. All right, we always like to.
Can I ask a question about those?
Of course.
If you're down for anal, wouldn't you already be down for vaginal? I mean, isn't it
pretty much?
Just thrown in there, just in case you need that.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I just like to hear the reactions, man. So you already know it stayed with every guest that I had. So, but yeah, it's always funny to hear people's reactions, and some people be like, "What vaginal?" Like, don't kink shame, motherfuckers.
whatever you got.
Hey, there you go. Oh man. So we always like to start the rest of the show with a recap on what happened to us during our week or weekends. My weekend was pretty good. I was in Columbus umpiring for the Weekender. So I went down Friday night with Ashley T, my girlfriend, of course. And we got there Friday night, hung out, watched, what the fuck was we watching that night? We watched some fucking movie on TNT. Then had to ump in the morning. And I had D, which is the level of softball. It's like E, D, C, B, and and then it got women's and everything. So it was fun. I had 7 games on Saturday. It was 2 on, 2 off, then 5 in a row. And but it was fun. It's funny how grown-ass men bitch and complain about every little thing when they're playing a girl's sport. It's fucking hilarious to me. This shit was funny. Tails on the Ground showed up. He came and said what's up, said hey, they found him and Ashley T finally met. That was funny. since they've been faithful listeners on the podcast. But they finally met, and it was funny because like actually I was watching a movie in between the first two games. Didn't get to finish. I got to finish that movie. But she was like, I think I seen Tails on the Ground when I was walking back. I was like, why didn't you just say, you know, Tails on the Ground? You would have knew who you was talking to. She was like, I didn't want to. But then we seen him later, and he watched the game, and he said, I made some terribly good calls. Fucking asshole. So it was cool, man. It's a team that I just really no one likes to umpire them. No one really likes to play them because they complain so fucking much over every single thing. And it was funny because they end up losing by like 5 or something like that. But of course they blame it on me because I made them lose the game. And like they had a different starting pitcher, which I was happy. He didn't complain that much, but then towards the end, before he came out, he was kind of complaining. And I'm like, dude, you're not throwing strikes. Plus, the wind is blowing and it's pushing the ball, so you got to fuck with the wind. And then a normal pitcher came out, and big black dude. He's actually mixed, but he's still black. But this motherfucker talks so fucking much. It is irritating as shit. And me being me, after they lost, you know, he likes to run his fucking mouth. So I walk through their bench area to go and get my water, you know, because that's just me. Because like you can talk all the shit you want, but you ain't gonna touch me because I don't give a fuck. Like you touch me and it's going down. Like so I walk through them on purpose, you know, and he's talking shit, running his mouth. And I'm like, it's so funny how you talk so much shit when y'all lose, and how I'm a horrible umpire when y'all lose. But when y'all win and y'all have me, you be like, "Oh, good game, huh?" It's like make up your mind, motherfucker. Like the calls be the same for both pitchers. Like it's funny. So, but it was a good weekend. Got little mama. She was at her mom's house, and then she came back home and shit. And so it was cool. It was a good weekend. You know,
Nice.
So how was your week or weekend, man? Who'd you have there this weekend? Was J-Bach this weekend?
J-Bach was Saturday.
Yeah, that's my guy,
man.
man.
You know, he's blessing us by being so close, you know, working with us a lot, which is great.
Yeah, man.
But Friday we had the incredible Mike Larson.
Nice.
Do you know Mike?
No.
So Mike was executive producer for the Drew Carey Show.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wrote for Ellen. He was on Jay Leno Tonight Show 3 times, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
He's won 2 Academy Awards for comedic writing and stuff. It's unreal.
Wow.
So he comes and tells me stories about, Adam Sandler was at my house a couple weekends ago. And he says, yeah, we might have talked about you. And
Nice.
And I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Nice. Yeah.
I'm like, that would be insane.
That would be fuck. Listen, if Adam Sandler comes, I'm hosting. Flat the fuck out. Tell Tom he can take a week off.
Can I get a guest spot?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Mike Larson's incredibly funny guy.
Uh-huh. That's good.
Yeah, he doesn't do a whole lot up here in this part. He does a little bit stuff like real low key down in the Columbus area. But he moved back during COVID. Him and his wife, he's married to a famous actress, and they live out in the country. And
Nice.
What is it, like Southeast Columbus, a little small town? I think it's
Okay.
Plainsville or Plainstown.
Yeah, Plainsville.
You know what
I
I'm
know
talking
Plainsville.
about?
It's
Yeah.
right. It's right. It's like real close. It's like 20 minutes from Columbus, something
Yeah.
like that. Mm-hmm.
But great guy to work with.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you had a good weekend. Good
I had a
crowd?
great weekend. That was fun. You know, it's always fun to do that. Besides that, I'm just working around the house, man, getting ready for the nice weather, you know.
There you go. There you
Things
go.
to do. Grass got to be mowed and stuff, you know.
Yeah,
like
the weather was good, and it's supposed to snow on Wednesday. So.
yeah, isn't that insane? I've had enough.
It's Ohio. What do you expect?
We know. And it comes a point where it's like, really, you know, I don't complain about it,
Right.
but there comes a point you're like, really?
Yeah, this shit's done. Come on.
You know? Yeah, because I grow shit and stuff, you know. So if I can,
Right.
you know?
You grow shit?
Yeah.
Should we ask?
Just nothing like that. Not yet. As soon as they let us, I will. I'm not. My rebel days are over. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm growing lettuce.
Shit.
The salad type of lettuce.
Oh, okay. I mean, I know people who
Not smokable lettuce.
Oh shit, that is hilarious.
Little
That's what's up.
garden, you know?
That is too funny.
Planting the greens.
There you go. All right, let's go and get into one childhood memory before we go to our first and only sponsor break. One childhood memory. We like to let the couchers get into our past as always and get into our guest pass. My childhood memory this week is the one I was going to do last week, but I didn't because my guest Mike Head. You have Mike Head down there yet?
Nope.
You got to get Mike Head down
Like
there.
to.
I'm definitely gonna have him reach out to you.
There you go.
So he can give you some avails because that motherfucker is definitely funny. I wanted to talk about. I was born on 146 in Kinsman. Then we moved to Bedford Heights because my parents wanted us to have a better education. And the first family we met was the Hill family. It was 5 boys, 2 girls. Right, the girls was the oldest, but it was 5 boys, 2 girls. And me being from 146 in Kinsman, which was the hood, moving to the suburbs, I looked up the window and I'm like, why the fuck are they playing stickball in the suburbs? Like, what the fuck is going on? So I'm like, I went up and I was like, hey, I got 2 wiffle ball bats, the big red one and the skinny yellow one. Like, y'all want to play wiffle ball? Like, instead of using the stick, like, what the fuck? Like it baffled the fuck out of me moving from the hood to the suburbs and these motherfuckers using a stick. Like
you can afford a wiffle bat. Right?
Yeah, at least in the suburbs. Like what the fuck, So those are the first people I met, first friends I met, and after a while growing up, you have different shit going on, and then like the gangs came into play, and my parents didn't want me. Well, my dad definitely didn't want me up there. My mom, she didn't, but my dad was really on it. So what I would do is we had this one creek. You would walk down towards the park and then make a right. And it was a creek, but you can walk through the backwoods and go to their backyard. So I would do that a lot because they were my friends. We grew up together. So I was still hanging with them.
Running through backyards, yeah.
Yeah. So one day I was hanging with one of the Hills and his kid's mom, and he had a little Horizon with 2 fucking 12s in the back of a hatchback Horizon. And this motherfucker would blow my eardrums, and the kid, the baby, was next to me, so I know the baby grew up deaf. But long story short, my parents didn't want me up there, and my parents' bedroom faced the driveway, which can see the Hill's house, which was 2 doors up on the top of the hill. Go figure. The hill stayed on the top of the hill.
On the hill.
We was on the bottom of the hill. And so I rolled with them. We was smoking weed, and he had to come back to hook up somebody's sounds or whatever. So we pull in the driveway, and he had to hook up somebody's sounds. And it was me and his kid's mom, and his baby was in the seat next to me. So I'm like kind of like laying down
in the Plymouth Horizon
towards the car seat. So just in case they looked out the window, they couldn't see me, right? So next thing you know, his kid's mom is like, hey, Sean, your dad just pulled in the driveway. I'm like, man, you better quit fucking playing with me. Ain't no way. She was like, no, I'm dead serious. Your dad just pulled in the driveway and is talking to like one of the kids and was like, ask for me or whatever. And I'm like, bullshit, you got me fucked up. Like, don't lie to me. Like, that ain't even fucking funny. So she was like, I'm not lying to you. He's in the driveway right behind the car. And I can see him. Like, so I'm like, I look up and I'm like, fuck, he's in the driveway. So I get out the car. My dad was so fucking pissed. I get in the car. He says nothing. We're literally 2 driveways away from our driveway, right? He backs out of the drive. And then we had the V8 Touring sedan Cadillac, midnight blue, right? I love that car. So he backs out of the driveway and literally, he doesn't say anything to me. He's so fucking pissed. He literally smashes on the gas. So we literally skid all the way down the hill, 2 driveways, whips in the fucking driveway, garage opens, we pull in the driveway, he closed the garage, then he starts yelling at me. That was like one of my biggest fucking, well, I got a lot of memories of my dad, but that was one of the memories of my dad where I was like, this mother, because he used to always tell me he drove race cars, and they would race.
Mhm.
That right there just cleared up everything. Certified everything he said about racing cars, because he peeled rubber all the way down the hill, spent the car right in the driveway, right in the garage, and was like, I told you, motherfucker, don't be up there. The bullets ain't got no name. I was like, sorry, Dad. And I was on punishment for like a month. But I was like, how the fuck did he know I was in the fucking back seat? Because I had never, like, before we even pulled in the driveway, I was already laying down. Like, but he had foresight and he knew every fucking thing.
Their parents, they got eyes in the back of their head.
He
man,
knew
right?
every fucking thing.
That. You've got your kids like that probably. Right? And they're wondering how it happened, right?
I definitely have. But yeah, that was one of my fond memories of my dad and shit. What's one of your childhood memories there, Chris? Give us one.
Oh, wow, man. Something like that, huh?
It can be crazy or funny, whatever comes to mind that you want to talk about.
So before I was in high school, I was in middle school age. My mom was a single mom, and she had this piece of shit car. I don't remember what it was, but cheap little piece of shit car. And we had picked up gasoline for the lawnmower, and it was on the floor on the passenger side in front of the seat. We stopped to go get something at a grocery store, I think is what it was. And when we got out of the back of the car, probably my younger brother or sister, the seat slid up and knocked the gas over, and it spilled all over inside the car. So the idea was to clean it up.
Shit.
And so there was some rags in the trunk, and I was because it was, some gasoline.
Yeah.
And my mother and my two younger siblings went into the store, and it was no big deal. It's going to be an easy cleanup, but as I thought, as soon as that towel went across that old cheap wool type stuff, that stuff sparked right up, and boom, and the cars burned.
Oh shit!
That was we didn't take that car home.
Damn.
Yeah, that was messed up, man. But that old cheap wool carpeting that they had in the towel. That's what they said did it. And it just went like that quick. I went one time across it.
Wow.
And bam, and I jumped back, and it's just burning. And
so you blew up the car?
I blew up the car.
Oh fuck.
That wasn't the first time. That was the first time I blew up a car.
Oh, okay.
Did you ever do the?
Wasn't the last.
No. Did you ever do the Drano and a ping pong ball trick?
No.
There's nobody from this time that would be watching this. So there was an asshole at this one time in my life, and I grew up in Florida. So there was this asshole, and this guy was a real asshole. And so we're at the beach, and it was the routine. Everybody goes to the beach. It's springtime, summertime, whatever. You know, we were kids, and so I took a ping pong ball and I put Drano in it and a piece of cellophane tape around it. And you put it in the gas tank.
Ooh. And shit.
So the fumes of the gas will slowly melt the cellophane tape. And the Drano will go down into the gas tank, and it's spontaneous combustion.
Oh,
and
wow.
it'll literally lift the back end of a car off. I think the statute of limitations have passed for that.
I hope so. I hope so.
I haven't told that in fucking 100 years.
Only on just
somebody when people want to fuck with me, you gotta figure if they gotta met that guy, blow your fucking car up, kid.
Oh shit. Oh gosh. All right, let's go.
You never did that one?
No.
You've heard that, right? So there used to be a book when I was a kid running around, and you'd learn stupid stuff. This is before the internet. It was called The Anarchist Cookbook.
Oh wow.
And it would teach you like survival things and how to do booby traps and make things. And that's
how to blow up cars.
That's one of the things you got I could glean from the Anarchist Cookbook and stuff. we used to think the government would be watching you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I got this book. The government's I'm on a list now. Oh my God. But it was one of those things you passed it from friend to friend, kind of like the old Playboys when you were
I
young.
remember that.
We were in high school, and this was like you pass it to friends.
Oh shit!
You know, when you get caught with it, we thought.
Oh, that is so funny. Oh my gosh. Let's go to
all right.
Let's go to our first and only sponsor break of the night. I think that's a good place to stop right there.
Oh gosh.
Oh shit. I hope y'all enjoying the show. I'm enjoying my time with comedian and owner of Crackpots Comedy Club, Chris Kelter. Couches, don't go nowhere. We got more coming up with us. We're not going nowhere. We're gonna finish the show. Timmy, take us to break, baby.
Primal Screen in Kent, Ohio. For all your screen printing and embroidery needs. Quality work, on time, fair prices. For more information, call 330-677-1766. Again, 330-677-1766. Or check us out online, primalscreenprinting.com. If you mention the podcast, you get 5% off. Peace.
Custom Design Aquariums, where we bring your aquatic dreams to life. With your help, using your imagination, together, we will turn your home or office into a peaceful getaway. For a free consultation, call 330-475-5181 or contact us by email at customdesignaqua@gmail.com. Once again, that is customdesignaqua@gmail.com. Mention this podcast and get 5% off. Oh man, I like pizza, man. Anybody else like pizza?
Huh?
Love
Pizza.
pizza.
Pizza. Who the hell
Pizza.
doesn't like pizza, man?
I think everybody likes pizza,
Pizza and
man.
tacos.
Yeah, they might have tacos. I ain't never asked. They probably
They
got.
probably got a taco pizza.
I was about to say they definitely probably got a
Pizza,
taco
taco
pizza. I can't even talk. Y'all talking about tacos and pizza at the same time,
Man, that's brutal right now.
That's just too much. But I got a great place for it. It's called Twisted Tomato Pizzeria. They got two locations, one in Cuyahoga Falls. Their address is 1909 Bailey Road, Cuyahoga Falls. Their phone number is 330-928-2222. They also have one in downtown Akron across the street from Rubber Duck Stadium. Their phone number is 325 South Main Street, Akron. And their phone number is 330-849-5707. It's a great place, man. And the best thing about the one in downtown Akron is
The beer wall.
the beer wall. They got a beer wall with 36 taps of beautiful, delicious beer, all kinds of beer.
They so good.
They even got wine on that beer wall.
It's so good.
I like to call it the Dave and Buster's of beer.
And it's so good.
Because all you got to do, you go in the place, you put whatever amount of money on a card, you walk up with your card to the tap, place the card on the tap, and start pouring as much beer or wine as your heart desires.
Yeah.
Glitter. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's so beautiful. It's a great place. Make sure you check them out. Make sure you ask for the owner, Brad Culver. And if you mention Just Therapy, the podcast, you get a 10% discount. Woo-hoo. So make sure you check out Twisted Tomato Pizzeria. I had to swallow my spit. Sorry, y'all. Twisted Tomato Pizzeria. It's a beautiful thing because if it's pizza,
it's possible.
It's a beautiful thing, man. Beautiful thing. I got a comedy show coming up here this Friday. Just got it today, so make sure you check us out. It's going to be in Geneva, April 29th at the Winery at Spring Hill Comedy Show. Of course, I'm headlining.
Swanky, huh?
Yeah, swanky. You know me. I like to do swanky shit. So make sure you come check us out. Show starts at 6 p.m. I think doors open at 6 p.m. Show starts at 7, but make sure you're on time. It's going to be a good time, and I'm closing out the show, so it's going to be a great time. Make sure you check us out. It's going to be a beautiful thing. And also, my son, he has his Spring Fling music festival that is going down. Do you still have that?
That was the old one.
That was the old one.
tracker stuff.
Yeah, spring kickoff at the Odeon, and that's 1295 Old River Road, Cleveland, Ohio. It's going to be Saturday. Oh no, that's the old one. He got a new one coming up. He got a fucking festival coming up. I don't know why he ain't sent me that flyer yet. He always want me to promote his shit, and then I promote it, and then don't have a flyer for it.
There's nothing to promote.
But go to Adonis Boyd on Facebook. You can always check him out, and he has all his musical dates on there with his punk ass. I love him to death, though. So check him out. It's gonna be a great time. And we are back. Oh, I thought I was gonna get the too late now, motherfucker.
I always wait till you have to say just another day.
Oh well, that's Miss KT's job. So I thought she was gonna like at least type in just another day on the couch talking about the problems of today. Welcome back, couchers. Oh shit! Thanks for sticking with us. We got the rest of the show to continue. Ashley T, it was going. Her and Tails on the Ground was going back and forth. That's funny. It was funny because like after the dude was talking shit or whatever, Tails on the Ground was like, he was like, man, I still like you. And I was like, I appreciate it. He was like, man, I mean, I like best friend better. I was like, so do I. So and she was over there on her phone again. And he was like, oh, she probably didn't hear me over on her phone and shit. And that's the part she heard. It was funny because you know she don't be paying attention to nobody's conversations if it's not including her. So, and then she also chimed in and was like, maybe me and Mike Head can be on the same show. That would be fired. Yeah, that would. Matter of fact, because like we got to hook up because like I need to take my 20 minutes for to send to Dry Bar Comedy, and I still got to get with you on that. So because I definitely want to take that 20 minutes clean. And then probably do 10, whatever, talking shit. Because
I'd love to have you out to do that, man.
Listen, I love the cuss because it rolls off my tongue so much. But you know me, I can be clean as a whistle. I can do church comedy, but I would rather just do me. Both of them is me. So I do got to get that 20 minutes taped and sent out. So I definitely want to do that. So that would be a good time to do it.
The Dry Bar is a good thing, man.
No, believe me, I know.
Down,
I know. That's why I got to get that.
Yeah,
I got to get that new video, that new 20 minutes. So.
Yeah.
And
it's a must do.
Yeah. So I already know it can definitely help. It's helped a lot of people I know. So definitely need some. Always looking for extra promotion,
right.
Extra fans, man. That's all it is, man. Let's get back into the show, man. We always like to do a segment called Flowers While They're Here. Instead of being conditioned like we have so much, give flowers to people while they're dead and gone. We like to give flowers to people while they're still here on this side of the dirt so they can smell the roses. This week, my flowers are going to go to my guest, of course. Chris Kelter. You getting your flowers today, man. Reason why I want to give you your flowers is I met you 13 years ago doing comedy, and you've always been a good dude, and then you start producing your shows, right? And people had the murmurs and all that shit, and I'm one of those people that don't listen to the bullshit because my interaction with somebody is my interaction with somebody, and that's how I judge a person, right? So anytime you had a show, you would, hey, I got this show for you. All right, I'll come do it. Let's do it. And then, make sure, the pay was always legit. It was always, whatever what it was. And then when you needed me to help out was like, hey, Sean, I need you on this show, but there's no pay. But I definitely need you on the show. We're trying to save this bar
that was a fun time
venue.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, can you do it? He was like, and you said, it's up to you, and I'm like, dude, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been good to me. So I'm going to help, anytime that somebody been good to me, I'm going to help them out when I can. Even if it is for free. You know what I'm saying? And I came down and we had a fun fucking time.
Yeah, we did.
Fun time. It was like, I think it was me, John Bruton.
Yep. John Bruton was there.
My guy, John, what?
Dave Flint was there.
Dave Flint was there. My guy that played the fucking harmonica. Why can't I think of his fucking name?
John King.
John King was there. There was a couple other people that was there.
David Horning stopped there.
Yeah, and it was such a great fucking show. Matter of fact, I think the other guy was there too.
Joe Briggs was there
from New York. He closed out the show. I can't think of his name either, but a good comic. But we had a blast at that show. We had so much fun. Got free
Ray
food.
DeVito.
Ray DeVito. That's what I was trying to think of. He was there too, and we had a good time, man. And then you hit me up and be like, hey, I need you to do this show. Hey, I need you to do this show. And it's always been great interaction, man. So I appreciate that. You've always been a stand-up dude to me, man. And then when you open the show, open your own comedy club, you send me an invite to the grand opening. Unfortunately, I had shit going on. I couldn't be there, but you was like, man, come down anytime, make sure you send me your avails. And I was like, I got to send these avails. And I sent the avails and you was just right on it. So you always been a good dude. I love your work ethic on producing shows, running great shows, having good talent on the shows, having great crowds and good crowds to people. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes the best crowds is 5 people, but having a good crowd that's ready to laugh is always the best time. So you would have good crowds, great crowds, ready to laugh. You would groom them to make sure they don't talk while the comic was on stage. They there to laugh. Shut your fucking phones off. Because some people have shows and they don't do all that shit. You knew who was features. You knew who was headliners. You didn't push anybody to do more time than they had to or was required to. And then you opened the club and had me come down, and it was 2-pack shows, and I had a fucking blast. And I was like, do I need to know any? No, he was like, do you, man? I was like, all right, I'm just making sure because last show, you want to be clean. He was like, no, do you, man? and you after the show, you was like, dude, like I've seen you always be funny, but dude, that was definitely the funniest I've seen you. And
it was,
and it was just because I've like I said, like I told you before, I was like, I'm in that space where it's a lot of dead weight lifted off of me, going through that divorce, and I'm in a better headspace, and it's just, up there having fun and just doing me. So it was good to hear you say that. So, it helped me out, and it was a good time, man. So
it was a damn good time.
You definitely getting your flowers today, man. You deserve it, man. I appreciate you, brother.
That's very kind. There's a lot of kindness there.
Oh yeah, man. That's what we do.
Yeah. A lot to live up to,
Yeah, man. You're good. You ain't got to live up to nothing. Just keep doing your thing.
That's all I can do. Just do it the way that I think it should be done.
That's it.
Mean? So
yeah. Who you want to give your flowers to, sir?
So I'm gonna go here with this one, but we're gonna keep it short and sweet and not go too deep into it. But because everything we're talking about today is about comedy. And really, I've sung the praises of this person in this place for years. I mean, anytime I was interviewed or asked when I was in another city or state, I would always speak very highly of it. And that's Pete at the Funny Stop.
Hey,
okay. Hey. That's where I got my start. That's where my seed was planted, and that's where I sprouted. And there's a lot to be said for that,
That's what's up
and stuff. So I am always grateful to that man for that and that place for giving me that opportunity.
Hey,
because not everybody gets that. There's not communities where that could happen, et cetera, et cetera. But he does provide that opportunity, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm. He definitely does. Pete, you getting your flowers, motherfucker, from Chris, man. You getting your flowers from Chris, man. Fuck you, Sean Boyd. Fuck you, Sean Boyd. I'm not funny. Come to the club. Have a bite to eat. No, I love. Yeah, I love. Pete.
You
That's
have
my
to,
guy.
you know what I mean? You have to.
That is
It's
definitely
a
my
tough
guy,
love.
man. Yeah,
It's
definitely.
a tough love.
Definitely. That's
You
my
know?
guy, man. That's what's up, man. That's good to hear. All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty of the show. First topic we got on deck tonight is hold up. I hit the wrong button. Here we go, because it's on my phone. I know I had, anytime I go and sometimes I don't get everything on my laptop. I got most of it on my laptop, but this one I got from a different site, so I ain't really want to look it up. So, all right. This first subject is called role play. Question mark. Yeah, because it's like, what? So this guy Mano, I don't know who the fuck this is, but I guess he's a rapper or something like that. You know who that is?
Yes, he's a rapper.
Okay, he's a rapper. This rapper named Mano retracts his claims about slave sex fantasy role play after backlash.
Wow.
Yeah. And yeah. So he said I was joking. So Brooklyn rapper Mano caused controversy when he talked about his sex fantasy during his appearance on Lip Service podcast, which is ran by Angela Yee from The Breakfast Club. He said that he wanted to role play as a runaway slave during sex with a white woman. Angela Yee asked if he's a sex freak. Mano replied, possibly yes. He added, I don't think I do nothing out of the ordinary. I did role play before, but like to role play with white women. It's so wrong. I'm going to tell you right now, I've never talked about this. I like to be like a runaway slave, he shared. Shocked Yee exclaimed, Mano, oh my God. While grinning, the rapper went on to say, I like to play like a runaway slave. I like to play like a disobedient slave with a white woman. but then he added, but most of them don't want to play like that. Listen, that's my favorite line of the fucking story. He say, listen, you're gonna act like your master's wife, and I just got whooped by master for eyeballing you.
I'm wondering if R. Kelly would be interested in gay. I mean, I don't know if it goes that way. Maybe it's a match made in heaven. Is it?
Oh shit, that's funny as hell. NCT chimed in and said, what in the actual fuck? Oh shit, that's hilarious. So that's why I wanted. Like, I was pissed Miss KT was sick because I wanted her. I knew she would have a whole bunch of shit to chime in on about that one. Because that's a little crazy. But but the real question is, because you can't kink shame anyone,
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't,
What happens behind closed doors?
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't kink shame anybody. Everybody's kink is their thing, and however they like to get their sexual pleasure is their thing, you know. So, have anybody here role played? Have you role played?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite or some of the role plays?
Like cartoon.
You got a little choked up there.
Yeah, is that
Maybe that's his kink.
Oh,
That's his kink getting choked up.
No, it's more like anime cartoon dressing up and stuff like that.
Okay, so you like
Pretty simple vanilla stuff, I would say.
Yeah. So you like to what the
Cosplay.
Cosplay.
Like
Yeah.
that,
Cosplay, because we had a famous cosplay artist on our show a while ago, Miss Steruzzi, and she is fabulous. She does that for a living, man, and gets paid off of it big money. So she's real cool. But
Got a favorite character?
Yeah,
that's a good question. You got a favorite character?
Yeah, Velma from Scooby-Doo.
So do you
Jinkies.
do you like to be shaggy? Or you like to be Scooby-Doo?
Come on, Scoop.
We don't make big money for it, you know. It's behind closed doors,
There you
you
go.
know.
Yeah. Timmy, you like to role play? Have you ever role played?
I've been a role before. I mean, yeah, a little bit. I did a little bit. I mean, it wasn't a whole lot. It was just like the little, like the teacher, or you know, the kid student get in trouble by the teacher.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's the one you like.
I mean,
You like to have that
librarian.
You know, that librarian with the
Yeah.
glasses.
So who's
and
getting
the-
spanked or who's being spanked?
We trade roles, you know.
Yeah. Depends on the evening, right?
I was a
That's
principal
funny.
once. She had to, you know, make her get on to the next grade.
Oh,
There you go.
okay,
There
okay.
you go.
Yeah, okay. Timmy, how can I get to the next grade?
I got some ideas.
You bend over this desk real quick. Oh shit. I don't do a lot of role playing. I don't know. I just haven't run into people that like to role play. But I don't do many role plays.
Have you talked about this with your partner? That's like the first step, because sometimes your partner is, and if you're not addressing it, you're missing something.
Ashley, you want to role play? What we doing?
There you go.
You're like, have you talked about it with your partner? I mean, she already said, I don't know if that is a necessarily kinky. Oh, the runaway slave shit?
I guess she don't want you to be a slave.
No, hell no. Like, the fuck? She said, nope. Master didn't whoop me.
Kinky, clean, or both.
Oh shit! Because like, I mean, a runaway slave. I mean, maybe. But you know, tell Master I'm doing it better than him. I mean, maybe Master can't hit it like this, bitch. You know, Master ain't gonna never touch that bottom.
How you like your cotton pick?
Oh shit! Now I'm gonna beat that pussy up. Oh shit! Ashley T gonna say Mr. Umpire carries an illegal bat. That can be scary.
Oh.
Stop it.
Said you got cork in your bat.
Tim's on a roll. Yeah.
Oh shit! But listen, the crazy part about it is when I first read that story, it made me think of this girl I met after doing the comedy show, that wanted to holler at me or whatever, and we ended up hooking up. And she was like, she was 19 or 20. She wasn't drinking age yet, so I think she was like 20. Crazy looking blonde, cool as shit, cute. And she used to say nigga more than I did. She was from Akron, born and raised in Akron, man. And she said nigga way more than I did. And sometimes during sex in my parents' house, in my bedroom, I would have her legs like touching the wall, and she'd be like, hit it harder, nigga, hit it harder, nigga. And I used to be like, what the fuck? But, I would oblige, so.
Guess you didn't have enough cork at the time.
No, I definitely had enough cork at the time. I was younger then, shit. Oh, here go Miss KT. She gonna say, wow, like, you got anything to say about this? Like, the one dude, Mano, wanted to be portrayed as a runaway slave doing role play sex. Like, that's crazy. Miss KT, you ever role played as a teacher? Ashley T punk ass gonna say noted. Don't do that. Don't do that. You already know the new joke I'm working on. Don't do that, Ashley. Oh shit, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I had
So
no idea
she
that's
said
what
hi.
that subject was about when I got there.
No, listen, I try to disguise every subject from people.
Okay.
I try
It's
to
like a
disguise.
Jeopardy clue,
Yeah.
you know?
Yep, I try to disguise it from everybody. So, everybody hear it at the same time. Miss KT go say, ha, that's every man's fantasy. Which one? The runaway slave? What the fuck?
Think so, yeah.
Oh, the teacher. My bad. She said, she was like, they all want detentions and to be spanked by the naughty teacher.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, not the runaway slave. That ain't every man's fantasy.
Spank me while you singing.
Wait, uh-oh. Was that a request there?
I see skies of spank.
I'm going home.
Check it out, bro.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. She say, I have never been with a white man and I can't do a slave joke or reference. Tim, close enough. I mean, ICT, you gonna say I gotta remember to be a silent partner. Everything is being used against me. Miss KT gonna say, hey, you heard me asking about being a dominatrix. ICT gonna say, no privacy in a relationship with a comic. Nope, not at all.
It's all fair game.
It's all fair game. She said, Miss KT go say literally every girl. That's funny. Oh man. All right. Next up is Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is back in the news. Show the picture real quick while I read this story. So Mike Tyson. So what happened? Mike Tyson was on a domestic plane of JetBlue, and it was this fucking irritating ass dude. They was flying from San Francisco to Miami. You can take it off. And they got video of Mike before the flight, taking pictures with everybody, greeting everybody, getting hugs from people, all the above, man, all the above. And he got on the flight, wanted to go to sleep. Mike Tyson was literally, had his head laid back, closed his eyes, and this guy, drunk ass guy, wanted to fuck with Mike Tyson on the plane. Yeah, and
Stupid.
Was literally talking shit to him, trying to wake him up, threw a water bottle on him, and then threw something else at him and was talking shit. What do you expect anybody, not just Mike Tyson, but anybody to do in this situation?
I agree.
So Mike Tyson punched his ass.
Busted him hard.
I mean, but then he didn't bust him hard like he really wanted to, because we all know Mike Tyson could have killed him with one blow, but he didn't. It was one of those bitch, I told you, leave me the fuck alone. It was one of those punches.
Yeah.
Hit him in his nose, you know what I'm saying? And now this motherfucker want to scream, oh my God, Mike Tyson beat me up, blah, blah, blah. And now it's coming out, and I like that it's coming out because the man Mike Tyson was filmed striking on the airplane, has criminal convictions going back to 2008, because they like to bring up everybody else's past.
Yeah.
So let's bring up the motherfucker's past,
Yeah.
According to Florida state records, Melvin Townsend III has been convicted of fraud, grand theft, burglary. I can't even say that right now. You know what I'm talking about, robbing a motherfucker. Possession of a controlled substance and trafficking and stolen property. The 36-year-old was incarcerated for 20 months in 2009 and again in 2019 for 15 months.
They should just keep him incarcerated because of his name, Melvin.
Melvin. Yeah, Melvin Townsend III. What the fuck? You messing with Mike Tyson. You only doing it because Mike got some money, right? So you want to sue Mike. So you want to antagonize a grown-ass man and fuck with him while he's sleeping so he can punch you.
Right.
That's why you was drunk, because you wouldn't feel it as bad, right? But it's leave motherfuckers alone. And then you go mess with Mike, Iron Mike Tyson.
Man, that's crazy. That's insane.
Listen, I don't want no payday that bad to fuck with Mike Tyson.
So I read in his defense, he was a what they say, overly excited fan.
Bullshit.
That's the defense. That's his defense.
Bullshit.
He was an overly excited fan.
And that's the defense that the lawyers is trying to use, which is bullshit because you got to remember, fan is a derivative of fanatic.
Right.
So are you a fan or a fanatic?
Right.
Because it's like you got to have some home training. Like, we don't owe you a picture or a hug or a handshake or anything because we're human just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking from the comedy aspect.
I agree with you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, be cordial. Say, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Good to see you.
Right.
How's your day?
Right.
I'm a fan.
Be a person.
May I get a picture? Do you have time? You know what I'm saying? Be a person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like some people like, oh, but I'm a fan. Like, so people bring up their phone, want to record you on stage. It's like, I didn't ask you to record me, motherfucker. Yeah. Oh, well, the person, I wanted to show the person I wasn't here. Well, you can tell them it was a funny motherfucker on stage named comedian Sean Boyd. Look him up. Make sure you check them out when they come to you. Make sure you come out when they come out next time. It's like, like, come on. And you got this fucking bright ass light in my face, distracting the shit out of me while I'm trying to have some fun. Right. I'm not working. I'm having fun.
Having fun.
You know?
Right. The work is everything you do to get to that point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's like,
there, it's fun.
I'm a fan. I deserve it. Like, what do you mean? No, you don't. People going up to celebrities at funerals or in hospitals while they visiting people that's terminally ill.
When they're
inappropriate fucking time.
They're imposing upon their daily life as a person. You know, that's disrespectful.
Disrespectful as fuck.
Disrespectful.
Oh my gosh, man. Oh, I was an overly excited fan. Like, come on, man. Leave him up. And everybody know Mike is a good dude. You know, I mean, he can't say his S's and TH's, but he's a fucking fantastic dude, man. Fantastic.
I'm sure he did
dude.
a lot of great stuff for Philadelphia, where he's from. You know, stuff. People always give back.
He did a lot of shit from Cleveland too, man. He lived out here for a minute too.
He did out by the Youngstown area for a while.
Yeah, his house is still there. Well, somebody bought it, but the house is still there.
I've been out there years ago. Drove by it.
Me, last time I drove by it, I was with Katrina Brown. I was featuring for her. She hit me up. Was like, "Hey, I need a feature," and she was like, "It ain't much money." I'm like, "I don't give a fuck. You need a feature? I got you. Where we going?" Like, you know, because Katrina, that's my girl, man. And we went, and she was flying by it. I'm like, "That's Mike Tyson's house right there." She was like, "Wait, what? Mike Tyson? That's Mike Tyson's house?" I was like, you need to slow down if we turn it around so you can take a picture." Like, so she turned around, and we went and took a picture. But like, I mean, like, leave him alone. What the Kelter say? Hold on. Miss KT said, "Where's the video of the plane? Can you go up a little bit?" Because they was going in. She said, dude got what he was asking for. Yeah, I couldn't find the clip. I was looking for the video, but for some reason, the video ain't even downloading for Tim today, so we probably wouldn't be able to play it.
I'll bet they got it pulled.
Oh, they did. They definitely did.
I just wondered why in the hell. I mean, I Googled, he's still worth like $10 million today.
Easy.
You know what I mean? What's he doing flying JetBlue?
That's what I wanted to know.
I got the video.
I don't even fly JetBlue, man. You don't fly JetBlue, I'm sure.
Listen, JetBlue is better than fucking Frontier and Spirit combined.
You think?
Yeah,
oh,
definitely.
God, I'm in trouble.
I got the video.
Do you have the video? All right, play the video, man. You ain't gonna let me get the crazy, funny, fucked up news this week.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm fucking with. Come on, man.
I thought I talked too damn much.
No, you good. We good.
Roll this stuff.
Man. You got it?
Maybe it's not gonna load for it though. We'll see.
Oh, here we go. You really can't even see it though. Oh, this motherfucker is like up in his ear talking shit and pointing at people. Like, come on. Oh man, get the fuck out of here. Now you want to look sad, little bitch. Man, fuck that dude. Make sure you send that to me so I can put it on the Just Therapy page. Miss KT was like, dude got what he was asking for. and it looked like first class. Tails on the Ground said, I'm beating the fuck out of that dude. No questions asked. Definitely. Then Miss KT was like, hey, that's my brother's name. I was talking about Melvin.
I'm sorry.
Because as soon as you said the Melvin name like Melvin, I just kept going. That's why I was like Towns in the third. Fans don't want to cause harm. Fanatics do though. Because like they use that as an excuse, man. That shit's stupid. Tails on the Ground was like, he's a fucking idiot. Plain and simple. So can I record you when I come to your show, you asshole? Miss KC was like, he dated some Akron and Cleveland woman. Yes, Mike Tyson did. Ashley T said, Tails on the Ground, try if you want to. Talk about recording. Miss KT was like, hey, Blue is about equal. Nah, JetBlue is definitely better than Spirit and Frontier. Ashley T chimed in again and said he is far from being about equal. I hear that shit. That's some bullshit. But yeah, definitely JetBlue is definitely better than Frontier and fucking Spirit. Man. I mean, that's how I look at him. I don't know how y'all look at him, but that's just me. Because I done flew Spirit and Frontier. I flew JetBlue, and it was a nice flight. Wasn't bad. Definitely wasn't bad.
You got to go to Columbus to get a JetBlue now. They used to be in Cleveland.
Yeah, because they ain't in Cleveland no more.
Not anymore. No,
they're not in Cleveland.
Did you fly them out of Cleveland?
I think when I did, I flew them out of Cleveland to. Where did we go? I think that was the DR flight. I don't even think we went straight to DR. I think we had a layover, then went to the DR, but I think it was JetBlue and another form of airline though. So, all right. Oh, Miss KT said they are back in Cleveland. Okay.
Who's they?
JetBlue.
Oh, they are.
Yeah. Because as a matter of fact, I think the last time I flew out to Vegas, JetBlue, I seen JetBlue signs. So, yeah. Yeah. All right. Next one is kindergartens. Woozy. You got to play the audio since the video ain't working.
I can play video.
Oh, the video's up. Go ahead, play it.
How much did they drink? He claimed she drank 4 to 5 sips.
A Dixie cup full of not juice or water, a mixed tequila drink served to 5 and 6-year-olds. How did she feel?
She felt like a little woozy. She's a little dizzy when we went in there with the principal. We asked her, was she okay? How did she feel? She said a little dizzy.
These parents puzzled, understandable. Their daughters given Jose Cuervo margaritas they thought was juice by a fellow kindergartner Thursday at Grand River Academy in Livonia at snack time.
She said the girl poured it in her cup and she drank it, and then
the
girl ended up telling her what it was. So she went to the teacher and told the teacher that is liquor in this cup, and the teacher gave her like a funny face.
It turned out to be a single-serve pre-mixed drink like this. The little girl brought it to school in her backpack.
I had a small conversation with my daughter about it, not nothing big, and she told me that the girl knew that it was liquor.
Parents are obviously angry over what happened, directing some of that anger to school officials here at Grand River Academy.
Listen,
crazy.
That was the best nap time ever for the kids. Miss KT immediately chimed in and was like, teacher didn't check on the snacks. LOL. She brought the little self-serve Jose Cuervo bottles of the pink lemonade.
For toddler happy hour, man.
Oh, shit. Listen. Ashley T said, man, that's not funny or okay at all. What if they had an alert? Yeah, allergy like her. She's allergic to alcohol. Yeah, that's true. They would have found out that day if they was allergic to alcohol.
They're grooming the next generation of day drinkers. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, and then like one of my biggest questions was what Miss KT just said. Whose kindergartners know what liquor is? I mean, it was in Flint, Michigan, so.
Well, you got to drink something. You can't drink the water, right?
Miss KT said I would have confiscated them and never reported it. We'd have been drinking. I've been drinking.
It would have been perfect if that was watermelon too.
Watermelon, oh hell yeah. Oh shit! Being Ashley T said being that little probably would have died for real. Yeah, that's true. That is true. So they said like some of the kids had like 3 or 4 sips out the sippy cup. But like this little kid knew it was liquor and brung the shit to school because she probably seen her parents having a good time and laughing and everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like she brung it to snack time and shared with her friends. Sharon is Karen, man. Sharon is Karen. So I hope none of them was allergic or anything like that, but that is fucking funny and crazy at the same time. Definitely. Cause like, could you imagine like your kid sleeping that good that night? And you gotta worry about them fucking with you the rest.
I'm going to lay down.
I'm just saying, cause like, I'm just saying, cause like when people used to have toothaches as a kid, you know, they put a little alcohol on that damn tooth. You know what I'm saying? And that pain would go right away.
Yep.
You know,
as a kid, that's what they did. That kind of stuff.
They did that shit a lot. So.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Tails on the Ground was like Miss KT would have spiked her own coffee. She also said they look like juice though. She said, I drink tea, spike, not coffee. Oh shit. But yeah, I had to that came out last week and I was like, oh shit, we gotta talk about this because this motherfucker, this little girl brung tequila to the school.
The good stuff too.
Yeah. And then they asked the kid, how do you feel? And they said, you know, a little dizzy. And the parent was like, they felt a little woozy. Like you just go, she said dizzy, you go make it up and say woozy? Like what? I mean,
put words in her mouth?
Woozy and dizzy ain't the same thing, motherfucker. Yeah, right. You said it's a tequila or words in her mouth. Oh shit. Oh gosh, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. I see Robert Bill timed in. What's going on, Mr. Bill? Miss KT said changing the language for the lawsuit. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Kindergartners getting Jose Cuervo because tequila, that should have fucked you up.
Oh yeah, that's my kryptonite, man.
Yeah, even a small dose in the mixed drinks, you know, have you a nice little buzz. You drink all 4 of those, you have a decent buzz. But for a kindergartner, a 5-year-old, 4-year-old drinking a sip, yeah, them motherfuckers definitely getting a DUI if they try to drive their big wheel.
Trying to drive that tricycle.
Yeah, that big wheel getting pulled over, motherfucker. Shit.
Why are you swerving?
I've been drinking.
Pedal faster. We get the hell out of here.
Oh shit. Oh gosh. We got to get because I got to get into my favorite. We missed it last week, so my favorite subject is crazy, funny, fucked up news. Yeah. All right. So this week in crazy, funny, fucked up news, a couple got married at a Taco Bell.
That's saucy.
Yeah. Some pictures up there. This is their Taco Bell wedding. Yeah.
They asking for sour cream.
Garcia said that at the beginning of planning their wedding, she and Hauser joked that they should get married at the Taco Bell Cantina located in Pacifica, California.
Oh, it's the Cantina.
Yeah, it's also just 20 minutes away from where they actually got married in San Francisco. The bride reached out to the local district manager and asked about having their wedding reception there. The specific location doesn't do weddings, but they made an exception for Garcia and Hauser. The Taco Bell location is considered the most beautiful Taco Bell in the world.
But it still give you the shit.
According to the brand's website, it's located right on the water and even has a walk-up ordering window for surfers. The couple officially got married at the San Francisco City Hall and had their reception at Taco Bell. Garcia and Hauser paid so much to rent out the patio space for 4 hours. Unlimited food and non-alcoholic beverages were all included. They also paid for guests to have their own alcoholic beverages on the side.
Oh.
Yeah. A Taco Bell. And then like Taco Bell made like they literally made like bouquets and like in sauce packets and made a heart out of sauce packets and gave them a bottle of wine and everything. Like that shit, like the pictures right there and
Bottle
shit.
of Mexican wine.
Like that shit is dope. Like they made a heart-shaped thing out of fucking hot sauce and mild sauce and medium packets, man.
I wonder if the dog was on the bottle of wine.
Taquito Taco Bell.
That's a little dated.
Shit, yeah, but still.
Yeah.
And as soon as he said dog, that was the first thing I thought of. Like, okay, yeah, the dog. That's what's up. Oh shit. Oh, that's
had to spice up their life.
Miss KT said I thought it was crazy, funny, and fucked up. Which one? Oh, the other story. Okay. Then she said, is that the cinnamon delights at the bottom of the cake? Oh, that's funny. That's the best I can't say it. Got a little tongue tied. Publicity. There we go. Ashley T said they should have brought the Chihuahua back for that one. Yeah.
There you go. The ring bearer.
And then she said cheaper than paying for marketing. Yes, definitely. But we're gonna turn this into crazy, funny, fucked up news game edition.
Oh wow.
I got one question because we already seen the pictures. We know the color of the couple. So we can't say what color they are, but we got a question. One question. How much did Garcia and Hauser pay to rent out the patio space for 4 hours at a Taco Bell who says they're the best Taco have to go then back in. I don't know.
All right, there we go.
Really?
Oh, we back up.
Sweet.
All right, we're back. We had a little technical difficulties right at the end of the show, but we are back. Can everybody see us? Oh, Miss KT said we're back. Ashley T said 15,000. Ashley T said no, we got you back. Okay. All right. So Timmy said 50,000. I'm sorry, 40,000. Sorry, you said 40,000. Chris said 50,000.
It's West Coast.
He said it's the West Coast.
Right.
Okay. Ashley T said 15,000. Okay. Miss KT said, wow, Ashley T, that's a lot. So of course, you saying Timmy and Chris, that's a lot. And her answer was $3,000. Anybody else want to chime in? Thanks for keeping with us. Sorry for the interruption, but we're still here. We're gonna go ahead and go
4 hours. I'd take
4 hours
for $3,000 for 4 hours and take my friends out. Heck yeah, right?
Absolutely.
That's a good deal.
It is a good deal. So the answer is
drum roll, please.
$4,000.
Oh my God.
Miss KT, you was on your shit.
$1,000 an
On
hour.
your shit.
Let's go out to
There you
Cali
go,
and rent
Miss
us a
KT.
cantina.
Miss KT was like, damn, that's a lot. When she heard Ashley T's, you should have heard, like, listen. And we hear, like, he shut the shit down and was bringing it back up. He gonna say, I'm gonna say 40,000 before we even come back up. I'm like, damn, 40,000. And Chris was like, yeah, you right. He's about 50,000. I'm like, damn. I'm like, 40, 50?
It's a
like,
wedding reception.
and Chris was like, well, you already know what it is. Yeah, I do know what it is, but like, I'm trying to help y'all motherfuckers out. Shit. Y'all ain't take the hit. So, you know.
That's a super cheap wedding.
No, Timmy said 40. Chris said 50
I did.
because Keisha was like, Miss KT was like, I missed theirs. No, I read it. Hopefully, y'all heard me read it before, that came out. Ashley T said, shit, that's great for a wedding. Cheap as hell. Hell yeah.
Cheap as hell, yeah.
$40,000 for a Taco Bell. So
You said a pretty penny, so I assumed it was gonna be higher than a couple thousand.
I know I said Garcia and Hauser paid so much to rent out the patio space for hours. I didn't say no pretty penny.
Well, you said so much, and I heard pretty penny. I guess.
Oh, okay, I just said so much because I didn't want to get the amount out. So. But that's your this week's crazy, funny, fucked up news. Yeah. And as always, to get up out of here, because we got to get up out of here, we're going to do the close, something you can ponder on until the next time you hear us on Spotify or see us on Redline Radio, LLC on all social medias and the Just Therapy, the podcast page. So make sure you check us out. And before we do that, Chris, give out all your social medias you want people to check you out on, man.
You can Google Crackpots Comedy Club. That's KRACKPOTS. Crackpots with a K. Or Funny Noises Productions. And of course, we had to spell that screwed up too. It's Noises is spelled Noizes. So Funny Noises Productions and Crackpots Comedy Club. Find everything you need for us. All right.
There you go. There you go. And Miss KT finally got a social media. You can find her on TikTok under Miss, was it Miss KT _comedy or Miss _KT comedy? I don't know. It's one of those on TikTok. She just now got the shit. But my social media is, if you want to find me on Facebook, it's Sean Boyd. If you're not from Ohio, put in Sean Boyd, Ohio. It'll be a picture of me and Lil Mama. My Instagram is SB Comedy. My TikTok is SB Comedy 1. Twitter is Sean Boyd SB. And you can follow us on Just Therapy, the podcast on Facebook. You can email us at justtherapypod@gmail.com. And you can be a patron on Patreon at patreon.com/justtherapy. Be a patron. We're trying to do more things. You get a free t-shirt too when you do that. So check us out. Miss KT _comedy on TikTok. Thank you. And then the bad part about it is Miss KT chimed in, was like one of those, LOL. So, thanks, Timmy. Timmy helped you out. Oh, he trying to be that white dude you doing slavery with. So that's what Timmy trying to do.
Now I'm just trying to be one of your runaway slaves, Harriet.
That's fucking hilarious. That's hilarious. Too funny. All right, but as always, we do a close, something you can ponder on until the next time you see us or hear us. And Chris, you go break this down in layman's terms or in your terms. So the quote this week is I hate y'all. Ashley T go say, wade in the water. Okay. And Miss KT go say he would be one of those Harriet would shoot. Oh shit. All right, the quote of the week, the close of the week. I hate y'all. Is here we go. I don't even want to do this one now because after she said wade in the water, okay, all right, fuck it. We can't control the winds, but we can adjust our sails.
That's cool.
That's why I was like, wait, she said wade in the water. Like, what the fuck? Once again, we can't control the winds, but we can adjust our sails. Chris, go on, break that down for us so we can get up out of here, brother.
I think what they're saying is you got to be adaptable to the changes in life. Things are not always going to come from the same direction on you, and you got to be ready to give up sometimes and move in another direction.
Hey, there we go. That's good shit.
Something like we just did, huh, with the show?
Pretty much. Yes. Yeah. We ain't give up. We just moved in another direction.
That's right. The wind came along and knocked us out. Come back.
Hey, man. Hey, Chris, thanks for coming out, man.
Thanks for having me, man. Good time,
man. I'm glad. I hope you enjoyed yourself. It was a fun time having you on the couch with us, man. Couchers, make sure you check out, especially if you're in the Massillon, Ohio area, or make that drive to Crackpots Comedy Club, 14 Lincoln Way, Massillon, Ohio. Make sure you come check out their shows. They're open Wednesday to Sunday now. Yeah. Make sure you check them out. Always got good comics there. Always a fun time. Great staff, great food, great drink prices, and funny fucking people. So that's what you want out of the comedy club.
That's right.
So Miss KT said no point worrying about what you can't control. Adjust and keep moving to whatever comes your way. There you go. Where opportunity meets preparation. All right. There you go. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Way to say your last things before we get up out of here, Miss KT. Chris, anything you want to end us with, or sending people out or anything? No?
You can, if you wanted to come check me out, you can check me out at the Amish Country Theater. How fucking dope is that?
Awesome.
The Amish Country Theater. I'm opening for Mark Price and Michael Winslow, June 1st.
Nice.
It's way out in the sticks.
Nice. Because it's the Amish country shit. It's going to be a whole bunch of horse and buggies checking out.
Stinky people.
Fucking Michael Price. Ain't that the guy from
from
Airplane and Police Academy to do all the fucking, and then Mark Price was Skippy
on Family.
Oh fuck, that's gonna be a great show, man. Go check them out at the Amish Theater, man.
Rated G material all night long.
Rated G. And if you want to check out Rated R shit, come out this Friday at the winery in Geneva. Check out my Facebook or the page. All the information will be there. Miss KT said, enjoyed this. Sorry I couldn't make it. Pray I feel better, please. Amen. Of course, we praying for you, bro. Prayers for Miss KT and healing energy. But other than that, Couchers, thank you so much for tuning and sticking with us. We'll see you next week, God willing. Peace. Have a good night. Timmy, send us home, baby.